beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, my name is Leslie, and for today's video is going to be my last baby bump update video, you guys. My third trimester recap. I'm so excited. I'm currently 36 weeks, about to be 37 weeks any day now. I'm going to be induced, you guys. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start with that because that's probably like the most asked question on my social media is why am I getting induced early? Because a lot of people tend to give birth at like 40 weeks or naturally whenever their baby, just. And my high risk pregnancy, you guys, comes from a heart condition I have and also high blood pressure. Heart rate beats super fast, and my high blood pressure is chronic high blood pressure, meaning I've had high blood pressure before becoming pregnant. This is chronic high blood pressure, not preeclampsia. So since the very beginning, managing my blood pressure was the #1 thing that was priority to my doctors, that I had to specifically go to a specific. A lot of doctors wanted to take me. Not a lot of OBGYN wanted to handle me because of my age and me being high risk and also having my high blood pressure. But luckily I found an awesome doctor that I loved, and she was really cool, and she made sure that I understood that having my baby exactly when it became full term at 37 weeks was going to be best for me, for my health, to control my heart rate, and also to make sure my baby is healthy. Because she was saying, like, after 37 weeks, usually what's really happening, the baby's just finishing up getting chubby. It's just gaining weight. The bigger the baby gets, the harder your heart has to work and pump blood to the baby. But since my heart is already pumping extremely fast and it's working extremely hard, my heart would not be able to take, a huge baby or my baby getting too big for me or anything. And also for me, I am currently on my medication for my heart about 3 times a day, you guys. When I first started taking my medicine, I was only taking it once a day. And then after that, like mid-pregnancy, I went to twice a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. But later on in my pregnancy, actually in my 3rd trimester, my placenta was showing signs of hypertension or high blood pressure, maturing the placenta, which means like it starts hardening around the baby, meaning that it's almost time for it to detach and like come out. I want that because obviously I wasn't even like, I think at that time I was probably like 32 weeks and it was not going to be safe for the baby. So I had to, they ended up having to like up a dosage to my medication, like help me regulate that and control my blood pressure a little bit more. And I was having symptoms like I wasn't feeling good. I was having headaches. My hands were starting to swell. My feet were starting to swell a little bit. Also, the headaches were coming from sinus pressure. Now, that's actually something that I have missed since the very beginning. I want to say since 13 weeks, I started having horrible jaw pain, horrible ear pain, like somebody was stabbing my ear every single night. And my doctor told me that that actually stems from sinus congestion, because when you're pregnant, for some reason you tend to get a lot of more sinus pressure and sinus congestion, which for me and would return would give me horrible headaches, which then make my blood pressure extremely high because I was in pain. I was having horrible sinus, like my blood pressure was so high. I almost had to go to the emergency room twice, you guys, because of how high my high blood pressure was. In the beginning of my pregnancy, I was feeling fine. I was feeling fabulous, as you can remember. I was having like aches and pains here and there, but things didn't really start to like hit me till about 30 weeks. I remember going on 30 weeks. It was like from 1 week to the next. I was so tired. Like I went back to sleeping 2 times to 3 times a day, like just taking naps. And then 2, like emotionally and physically, I wasn't feeling my best anymore. Like I felt like I could see the weight that I was gaining a little bit more. And in total, you guys, I've gained about 33 to 35 pounds, probably more a little bit now. But when I went on Wednesday, it was 33 pounds that I've gained so far. So I mean, I am starting to see it like in my face, like my lips are a little bit more swollen. I used to think Kim K was lying about having them the pregnancy swollen lips, but it's true. Your lips do swell a little bit. Mine, I shouldn't have worn gloss, but they do swell a little bit. I wasn't feeling my best, and I wasn't feeling cute anymore with like my cute little baby bump. Like now I had this big old belly. Most of the time, literally my husband's t-shirts, because that's all that fits me and feels comfortable, that I haven't had the energy to like get cute and put on an outfit, because honestly I don't have any outfits at the moment that look cute on me. You know what I mean? For me to like do outfit of the days or anything like that. Like I'm just at that point where I'm like, okay, I don't even want it. Some days I would have some energy and I would feel good and I would take advantage of that energy and I would do what I needed to do. Like the nesting was on hardcore and I was cleaning, I was organizing, I was getting everything prepared for my baby. Then the next day I would pay for it because I would be so exhausted, like so tired, just sleeping all day. Even my husband would be like, damn babe, all you do is sleep. And honestly, I couldn't even help it. Like I was just so exhausted. And then the pains that I started to get more frequent were actually like the round ligament pain, which is like under your belly, almost like a stretching, burning feeling. Actually, like the bigger the baby was getting, the bigger my belly was getting, the heavier the belly was, which increased that pain for me. And then also, you guys, I cannot believe it, but like because all along, I think in my 3rd trimester, my baby ended up flipping upside down and like they said he's perfect, he's ready to go. But the only thing that scared me was they told me that the umbilical cord was around my baby's neck. That was stressful because she told me I needed to be on the lookout and monitor my baby's kicks from then on out, because she was saying if the baby's not moving, you know, a certain amount during a certain amount of time, then I needed to go to the emergency room. I was terrified. But then I went the next week and they're like, girl, his umbilical cord is done, he's okay, but now the baby has breached. Like, are you kidding me? My doctor started laughing, saying that my baby's a troublemaker, and obviously he moves a lot. The baby being breached meaning the baby flipped backside up, where his little feet were back down in my pelvic area and his head was up. And I knew it, you guys, because I was having so much pain in my lower pelvic area. His kicks were not the same anymore. And then when he would kick me, I literally would feel it in my bladder, like I could swear it was like I felt 2 little feet down there. And every time he would kick me, this is TMI, but like I would literally pee myself. Like I would have to pee. If the baby stays like this, then we're gonna have to do a C-section on you, because there's things that people can do to like flip the baby upside down, but due to me and my condition with my blood pressure and everything, she didn't think that it would be safe, and also how my placenta was already looking more mature. She didn't want to detach the placenta too early. So she was just saying, if that's what it is, I'm sorry, but you have to prepare for a C-section. I remember just feeling emotional about it, but I mean, my health and the baby's health is like the main priority, so I have to leave it in the doctor's hands. You know, she's a professional, she knows what she's doing. So she's like, we'll see what happens, you know? And I'm like, okay. So then like 2 days later, we leave the doctor's appointment and everything, and I literally felt one day, like I felt him move back down. I'm like, okay, I know he flipped back down. And my husband's like, how do you know? I'm like, I feel it. And I started feeling so much more pressure down there in my pelvic area again, like heavier. And I started having even more frequent urination. Like, I want to say in the 2nd trimester, the frequent peeing kind of chilled out. But now in the 3rd, it's even worse than it was in the beginning. Like now you just feel like you have to pee constantly, and then you go and sometimes you don't even pee much. It's just the pressure of them being so low on your bladder that makes you feel like you have another TMI. So when I first became pregnant, like my boobs grew like 1 cup size, I want to say. And of course, like they were more big and they were in pain and all that stuff. But now, when I entered my 3rd trimester, I feel like they grew again. Like they grew another cup size, because I was not fitting into any of my bras anymore or anything like that. But I finally decided to go buy maternity bras. I got some really good maternity bras from Target. They're very comfortable, they're stretchy. And I know that they'll grow with me, because I got them just a little roomy, you know, not too tight, not too fitted, because I have heard that once your milk comes in, like they're gonna grow a little bit more. So I'm like, girl, I can't, brother. Like I can't. Like that I've noticed change in my 3rd trimester is how much my sleep cycle has changed. It's crazy. Like right now I'm filming this video, you guys, and it's like 3 in the morning. So, and I feel wide awake. It's like I sleep during the day, and at night I'm awake and it's hard for me to sleep. I kept fighting it, but I was like, you know what? I need to do something productive with the time I am awake instead of just fighting my sleep in bed. And it's been a little bit better, but my sleep cycle has changed so much. And a lot of girls that I know right now that are in their 3rd trimester as well, they're having major insomnia. So I'm guessing this is what that is. Maybe preparing yourself for the baby, being awake at odd hours. I don't know. With that came along my anxiety. My anxiety is back up, and I don't know if it's because I'm anxious, because I know the time is coming, or what, but it got to the point where, if you know me, you guys, you know I'm a huge coffee drinker. Like, I drink coffee every single day, and sometimes I would even drink it twice a day. But I don't know what happened. From like one day to the next, I couldn't drink coffee anymore. I started noticing that when I was drinking coffee, my anxiety was through the roof. Like, the roof, my heart would be racing so much. And hello, I already have high blood pressure. I already have a high pumping heart. Like, I can't be doing that, you know. Completely cut myself off coffee, and I have been drinking decaf for like the last 3 weeks. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know if I even got withdrawals from that, from like caffeine, because I used to, like I said, be such a coffeeholic. But I just know, like, right now I can't handle coffee anymore, and it makes me sad because I love coffee so much, but I just can't. I can't do it. I'm hoping after I have the baby that I'll be able to go back to coffee, because I know I'm gonna need it, but I don't know. I don't. Braxton Hicks. The Braxton Hicks started coming a little bit more frequent, like once a week. I started feeling them, and they feel like a tightening effect around my belly, and that's where I first started feeling them. It just feels like someone's squeezing your belly muscles really, really tight, almost like, can you imagine like a belt and then somebody just pulling it, and it only lasts for like a few seconds and then it would go away. So I mean, they weren't intense, but sometimes they would take my breath away, where I'd be like, okay, this is kind of bad, you know. But then I want to say during these last few weeks, like at 34 weeks, 33, 35 weeks, I actually started feeling them like cramps, like cramping, feeling like way lower, like where you normally would feel your cramps. Not, I would feel them on my belly still, but along with my belly, I would also feel them lower in my cramp area, like my pelvic area. And the doctor told me that's completely normal, and that's actually from the baby, like I said, just positioning himself lower and lower. And I'm going to continue feeling that because my body's preparing for it. She keeps telling me that my cervix is completely closed, and she, you know, recommended me bouncing on a little ball to try to like open up my hips, open up my my cervix area just a little bit. That way whenever I do get induced, it kind of like helps the process a little bit faster. So I actually just got a ball like last night. My sister brought me a yoga ball that she had, and I've been bouncing on it, and I didn't think it was gonna do anything, but man, it really does help you like relax your hips. And like, I would want to stretch like my inner thighs out, and I would tell my husband like, can you stretch my legs open? But sitting on that ball really helped my back and my hips. So acid reflux, oh my god, heartburn, you guys, has been so bad. Let me take a little water break real quick. I'm still obsessed with the Perrier's, the peach one. So freaking good, but Target did me dirty. Something's wrong with this. Something's wrong with this one. I don't know what happened. I have to wake up from sleeping to take two, 3, 4 pills, like Tums, to just be able to sleep, because the acid, I just feel it here in my throat, in my chest, and it's just burning so bad. Sometimes I've even felt nauseated by how much acid I feel. And that's another thing, my nausea actually came. I notice, especially if I eat a lot of sugar, I'm nauseated, or if I wait way too long in between meals, like I will start to feel sick. Like, I don't feel good, I feel shaky. I'm super hungry, like I have such a huge appetite, and if I don't eat, I will immediately start to feel nauseated. So now I've already learned that, like, I need to wake up, I need to have a good breakfast. Me feeling more hungry as well. Towards the end, I feel like now I've been even more hungry, and the doctor told me that was going to be completely normal, because this is when the baby was going to put on the most weight. You eat more frequent, but you don't eat as much in your meals, if that makes sense, because you feel more full, because all of your guts and everything are like pushed up so high. So when you are eating, like, if you do finish a meal like me, if I get like a burger or something, like I take forever to finish it. It's something I've noticed, like we eat more frequent, but it's because we don't eat as much when we're eating. So don't feel too bad, you guys, because I know that's something a lot of people have told me, like, oh, aren't you upset of how much weight you gain and blah blah blah. Like, yes, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Of course, you don't feel like yourself, you don't feel as sexy. Personally, I work so hard to take the weight off, so it does kind of mess with you a little bit, but at the same time, since I've been there before, I've managed to lose, 80 something pounds by myself. I know I can do it again. So having PCOS is already something that I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life, and that comes with hypertension, that comes with hormonal imbalance, like it comes with so many things. So for that reason, like, I know after my baby, my number one thing is my health. Like, I have to stay healthy for myself and for the baby. I do a series on my channel about coming back, postpartum, health, you know, balancing my hormones again, and you know, eating healthy, making healthy meals. Like I told my husband, like, of course, like we were eating bad. We were eating donuts and cake and all this delicious stuff while being pregnant, because I wasn't gonna deprive myself just because I wanted to like stay thin, you know. I let myself eat, but my main priority was to eat at home most of our meals, and like once or twice a week I would allow ourselves to like have something out, you know, like a burger or pizza or something like that. But most of my meals I cook, you guys. I have felt a little bit more emotional too, just because like I said, I'm not feeling like myself anymore. I'm not feeling as cute as I was when I was a little smaller. You know, you're having way more aches and pains. You're still growing in places that you can't control. Butt pain, leg pain, like your legs going numb, your butt going numb while you're sleeping. Like, it's crazy, all these things that our bodies go through. But I know every single time that I go and get like an ultrasound, I want to cry now. It's like, I know it's worth it, you know, because I don't know if I'm ever going to get to experience this again. And I'm so thankful to be experiencing this, you guys, because like I wanted this for so long. Like, I seriously cannot wait to meet my baby. Like, I cannot wait to meet my baby. I've been preparing stuff, like preparing like diaper stations, like our diaper areas, also like our bedside. Like we got the Halo bassinet that he's gonna be sleeping next to us for the first few months. My doctor was telling me that on Wednesday when we go in to our last ultrasound, it's at 9 a.m. We have to be there by 8:45, and she's gonna let me know if I'll be getting induced that night, like if I'll go into the hospital that night, or if I'll be going in the following Thursday, the 11th in the morning, just depending on what the hospital has available. So I'm really excited. I'm nervous about being induced because like, I think I'm nervous about it all. Like, hello, you know, this is my first baby. No matter how many times people tell you about their births and their birth stories, like it's always going to be different when it comes to Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you are in your 3rd trimester and you're looking up symptoms, let me know what symptoms you're having in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.